I'm Candy Anderson. I live in rural Browerville, and my family's been farming for well over 30 years. We had dairy cows up until about 7 years ago, and now raise natural grass-fed lamb, goat, and free-range poultry. About 3 years ago, I started to notice that some of the lambs and goat kids were born with neurological problems. They couldn't suckle, they couldn't stand. Of course, they failed to thrive, they eventually just died. Then the next step was some of the adults started the same thing. First of all, the females that were freshening get a small supplement of grain. They couldn't eat the grain. They'd stop eating hay, stop drinking. They would start shaking. They could no longer get up. And of course, they eventually died. And this is with both conventional and natural medicines being given to them. Veterinarians, homeopaths, whatever. I was desperate. It came to my attention that the spraying of pesticides is being done directly across the fence from, I think I took that up. There we go. Hayland. And I feed predominantly grass-fed. So these animals, the more I tried to feed them to make them healthier, were eating more and more of what was making them sick. There was obvious drift during this time. We lost animals. Some died right away. Depends on what kind of pesticide they're using. In July of 2007, I was watering my animals. Perfectly normal, hot day, standing there, petting the goat, and my dog was with me, watching the thing so it doesn't run over. They were spraying. The wind was in a direction blowing basically away from me. And I'm thinking the neighbors would get it because it was a heavy wind. It was close to 20 miles an hour. The wind changed. One of those flip around winds sometimes that we have here in Minnesota, where all of a sudden, you sure they've all been outside, and the wind is all blowing from your back or whatever, and all of a sudden hits you in the face because it's just some little whirly thing that went on. It came. My first thought when I could smell and taste it was, do I have enough of the charcoal compound in the mineral feeders for my animals? Because that seems to help pull some of the toxins out of their systems. The next morning, my eyes were starting to swell. They were raw, irritated. Okay, the wind was blowing, maybe it was dust. So I left that alone. I got sicker and sicker. By the following morning, I could no longer open my eyes. My ears were plugged and I was extremely ill. During this time, the goat that was outside with me died. And she died quite a bad death. My son saw her, not me, because I was too sick to go out there. My dog later developed a very rare kind of cancer in her front shoulder. She's dead now. I have, about a month later, I came down with shingles on my left side, which is generally from having a compromised immune system. I also have neuropathy left over. The left side is what the spray hit most concentrated. It was July. I had shorts and a short sleeve shirt on. I have trouble with my left leg, my left arm. I have trouble seeing. My corneas were burnt. I have documented medical proof of them being burnt. There's times that now that I can't drive because my depth perception is off. So the residual effect is somewhat to be seen yet, and I still don't know what I was spraying with for sure. In this day of false advertising, one of the things that lives up to its promises is pesticides. They say they're going to kill, and they do. They carry it out. They kill things. They'll kill people, animals, plants, whatever, depending on your size, how long it will take. If this had been a physical attack, someone would have attacked me directly. Someone would have went to jail. Someone would have went to court. And they would have been prosecuted. As it is, no one gets claimed. No one stands footing the bill for what happened. I want to thank you for your time and consideration. It's very important. I also do not want you to think that this is what you have to find for pesticide exposure. This is outside. The same chemicals are breathed inside and eaten by everyone every day. Is this what's inside of you or other people